wasting time trying to figure out what skills to learn or Googling what tech tools to use, in today's video, I'm going to share my 5 high-value skills that you need to learn to start a profitable online business and how you can get paid faster. If you're new here, my name is Geraldine. I'm a online fractional DOO, but also a systems tech integrator. I love all things operations, tech, systems, AI, and a lot of my content is showing you how you can start a online business doing what I do. So stick around because at the end I do want to share something completely free. It's a free resource that I created for you if you are interested in learning more about becoming a online service provider and offer systems and tech automations. So first and foremost, I do want to explain the importance of focusing on high value skills. Like, what does that even mean? So for me, when I first started over 5 years ago in the online space, I started off as a virtual assistant. There's a video where I tell you my whole story, but I started with what I knew. Before that, I was in healthcare for 8 years, so I had a lot of administrative experience. And the more that I learned about the online space, funnels, sales, marketing, fulfillment, the different types of strategies, that's where I really started to dive in and learn high value skills that I saw my clients, the people, business owners that I work with, needed to help their businesses scale. So for me, a high value skill is solving problems for business owners. Whether you decide to work with local businesses and or online businesses, learning these high valuable skills is going to get you paid. And that's the overall goal. That's the type of content that you'll see in this channel. So let's dive in to the 5 skills that I believe would be good, would help you launch a successful and profitable service-based business. So first and foremost, the first one that I would recommend is funnel building. Now, if you are wanting to work with online businesses and even local businesses, learning how to successfully build a funnel and really understand everything that goes to build a successful sales funnel is going to teach you so much. Now, when it comes to building out funnels, the overall goal is to generate revenue for a business. And that, to me, is a high valuable skill because your clients, let's just say, if you charge $2,000 to build out a funnel, it takes you 4 weeks to complete it. And once you launch this funnel, your client automatically gets a return on investment, an ROI, meaning that someone with your funnel that you build, they closed a client at $5,000. So they automatically got a 2.5 return on your investment, right? So there are several tools out there. My personal favorite right now is System.io. There's also ClickFunnels, which you've probably heard. There's Kajabi, there's Kartra. There's so many platforms out there. Go high level, but even a simple website, you can create a sales funnel. So that's the number 1 skill that I would recommend. And even better if you focus on a specific niche. For example, if you focus on helping fitness coaches on building out their sales funnel, this is something that you can just repeat with every client, and it just makes it easier on your end as a service provider, but obviously making sure that what you're building is going to give your client the results that they're looking for. Skill set number 2, I would say, is email marketing, knowing, or even SEO. So knowing how to successfully use SEO on a website, blog posts, and even social media marketing. I think that is a great skill to have. I don't really know much about it. I just know that it does help a lot of businesses who use blogs, whether it's bloggers or local businesses, to be found on Google. And then email marketing. If you like to write, I think this would be a great service for you to offer. And also you get to learn the platforms that go along with it. So there's, Go High Level, ConvertKit, Active Campaign, MailerLite. There's so many platforms out there. For example, Kajabi, they offer email marketing as well. So you learn how to tag and create segments and different email campaigns, and learning more about your audience based off of the type of emails that they are opening and reading and engaging on. So it's a whole strategy that goes behind the email marketing. But I think that would be a great service if you're, again, someone who likes to write but also likes the tech aspect or the automations aspect behind the scenes and when building these things out. The third skill, and I think this is for someone who's more creative, that really likes to bring something to life, is website creation and website management. Now, this can be done on a local level, meaning you talk to local business owners in your area, and if they don't have a website, you can reach out to them and create a simple website that's going to work for them. Or again, if you want to be more specific on who you want to work with, being niche specific, like dental clinics or therapists or things like that, you can focus on those as well. But I feel like every so often, whether it's an online business, entrepreneur, or local business, they either need someone to manage it or they want to do a refresh on their website or revamp their website. And I know some business owners, they would rather delegate this to someone else that knows and loves to do this, because they don't want to do it. They want to delegate it to someone else. So if you specialize on one platform, for example, WordPress is very popular. There's my favorite, Squarespace. There's Kajabi, another one, Go High Level. They have a website feature. But there's so many platforms out there, like Wix is another good one, where if you want to offer, a complete build out of a website, you can do that, or have several services where you not just build it, but also manage it, maintain it, help them to do this, and you can create multiple services. This would be great for someone who's very creative and also likes that branding and the colors and pictures and all that stuff. I'm not so much of a creative person like that. I try with my own website, but I would definitely delegate that to someone else, a professional that loves to do that. So the next two are probably my favorite, aside from building out funnels, is automations. There are so many things that you can do with automations that can save business owners and their teams time. So this is skill set number 4. Help them be more efficient and more productive, and just save their team so much time when it comes to fulfillment. But again, it can be a game changer if you do it the right way. When I first started learning about automations and the systems and everything, it really caught my eye. Like, it was something I was really, really interested in. And you just go down a rabbit hole, building out these automations and getting creative with those automations as well. You're kind of picturing the whole workflow, how it's gonna work, and it's fun. I personally like it. There's 2 specific platforms that I would recommend for creating automations. Obviously there's Zapier, and then there's Make, used to be called Integromat, but there's also other platforms that you can use. Now, within these platforms, there are automation tools where you can create these, workflows, things like that. Go High Level, Kajabi has a little bit of that as well. System.io has that as well. So nowadays, some of these tools have the capacity to do some sort of automation, which is great because you don't have to use something external like Zapier or Make. But they do offer a free version. I prefer, either one. But when it comes to learning how to create automations, it definitely takes some time for you to dive in, play around with it, and actually do that hands-on learning, because you can watch all the YouTube tutorials on how to create an onboarding automation for a coaching client, but if you don't do it yourself, it's not going to make any sense, right? So it's going in there, playing around with it, and challenging yourself, right? And the last skill number 5 that I would highly recommend, and again, all of these services that I'm mentioning, you can offer them. You can become a service provider and be known for these things. The last one is analytics and tracking. Now, this can be for someone who runs ads, or someone who wants to use Google Analytics or Facebook Pixels, even though that's kind of slowly going away. I haven't really looked into that, but it's someone who wants to track like UTM tracking, or really knowing and understanding where their clients or leads are coming from, right? I'm pretty sure you've probably come across an ad where, you know, if you click on it, the URL is like so long, and that's because they're tracking where you clicked, right? Where this video, where this ad was placed in front of you. When you clicked it, where did you go? Did you just go on the first page, second page? So there's so many things that you can do, right? But overall, with analytics and tracking, it's helping business owners just optimize and grow sustainably, because they understand where their audience is, what they like, what they're, again, engaging in, and what type of advertising, if they're running ads, are performing best. And there's so many things that you can track within a business. There's sales KPIs that you can track. There's fulfillment, so when you're working with clients, tracking their KPIs for that, team KPIs, business KPIs. You can really get down to the nitty-gritty when it comes to all this. But if you like numbers, spreadsheets, maybe data analytics, there are free courses out there that you can take. There are free certifications that you can take. I think Google has several certifications that you can sign up. So those are the 5 skills that I would recommend if you're just like starting off. You're like, hey, I kind of want to do this as a side hustle. It would generate some income on the side, or just you're just curious to learn more about the online space and trying to figure out what service you can provide. There's so many things that you can do. I feel like I've dabbed in a lot of these in the beginning, but if you want a step-by-step guide on getting started and learning these skills, there is a free 10 skills that pay guide that I personally love, and there's other stuff down there in the description that you can download for free. So go ahead and check it out. If you have any questions about any of these skills or any other skills, or if you want to learn more, check the description down below or comment, and I will personally respond. Let me know in the comments which one of these skills sounds interesting. And that's all I have for you today. I will see you on the next one.